Imagine you're sitting in a history class at Belfast High School, staring at the dates on the whiteboard, and things just aren't clicking. The teacher is talking about years that start with 19, but they keep calling this period the 20th century. Even stranger, the year 1900 is officially in the 19th century, but the very next year, 1901, is suddenly considered the 20th. This makes more sense if we stop looking at it as a list of years and start thinking of it like a retro video game. In this world, a century is just a level, and it takes exactly 100 years of gameplay to finish a single level. There is a specific way to check exactly which level you're currently playing. For most years, the rule is simple. Take the year, ignore the last two digits, and add 1. Look at the year 1453. First, we chop off those last two digits. That leaves us with 14. We add 1, which gives us 15, the 15th century. This lines up with how the timeline starts. Years 1 through 100 represent the very first stage, level 1. Because there is no level 0, the level number is always one step ahead of the hundreds you've already completed. We can apply this same logic to the year 2024. Remove the 24, leaving us with 20. Add 1, and we can clearly see we're in the 21st century. We count time this way because the century number describes the specific block of 100 years we are currently experiencing. There is a moment where the math changes, though, and that's when a year ends in 2 zeros. When you hit a year ending in exactly 00, you don't add 1. Take 1800. Because of those zeros, the answer stays 18, the 18th century. Think of the year 2000. You finished 100% of level 20, but haven't earned any points toward level 21 yet. If you prefer a more mathematical approach, you can reach the same conclusion by dividing the year by 100. 1776 divided by 100 is 17.76. Since there's a remainder, we round up to 18. But dividing 1900 gives us exactly 19. There's no remainder to round up, so the century is 19. This ensures we don't count a new century until the first year of that new block actually begins. Let's step back into the classroom at Belfast High School. The dates on the board now follow a clear, predictable pattern. We can see how it works using the year 1066. Remove the 66, add 1, and we're in the 11th century. Next, 1899. We ignore the 99, add 1, and get the 19th century. Finally, 1700. Watch the zeros. They tell us to keep the number exactly as it is, the 17th century. By checking those first two digits and staying alert for double zeros, you can tell exactly where any date sits on the map of time.